Hey guys, we're here with our Week 1 battle of the NPL, the National Pokemon League, against the Borussia Darkrai and their coach Resilient. His YouTube link will be down in the description below, as well as the NPL official Twitter and YouTube channel. They will also be down in the description below, so make sure you guys follow them and subscribe to them so you keep updated with all things NPL. Power rankings videos, things like that. The power rankings video actually went up the day I'm recording this, which is Friday. You guys will be seeing this on Sunday, however. But yeah, we had our battle today with our prep. If you guys did not see my prep video, go ahead and check that out so you know what kind of sets I'm bringing, what I was expecting from him. But real quick, we will just go over the team that he did end up bringing, which was Meloetta, Mamoswine, Latios, Thundurus, Mega Scizor, and Pangoro. Pretty much what I was expecting. I thought maybe the Gorbis was going to replace one of these spots. But this is essentially what I was expecting. I was really kind of expecting the Cofagrigus as well. But we'll just go ahead and get started with what actually happened in the battle. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Mega Venusaur so I can get my Mega Evolution off as quickly as possible and I can have a switch into Mamoswine. He's going to lead off with his Pangoro, and as I said in my team builder, he doesn't have anything that's going to be immune to my Sleep Powder, so there's no reason to not click it. So I go ahead and do that, put the Pangoro to sleep, and it's useless until it wakes up. I have Mega Evolved, so I now have my Thick Fat ability, which will help me against the Mamoswine. That is the whole reason I decided to start off with that. But I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Togekiss, hoping he would stay in, but I didn't think he would. He's going to go out into his Latios, which honestly isn't a bad situation for me. I'm just going to go ahead and fire off a Dazzling Gleam, but he is going to reveal that he is carrying the Thunder Wave. As we go for the Dazzling Gleam, we are going to get Parahaxed. Little unfortunate, but there's nothing I can do about it. This turn I am actually going to predict him to switch out into the Scizor, so I go for Fire Blast. He ends up going for the Mamoswine, but I get Parahaxed again. Again, there's not much I can really do about it. Now, I don't really want to take a stab Ice move, so I'm going to go ahead and go straight into my Venusaur. And he's going to predict that and honestly just set up his Rocks early game. My team is pretty weak to Rocks. Sneasel, Chandelure, and Togekiss all weak to Rocks. He does not want to take a Giga Drain, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a Leech Seed, predicting the Latios to come in. I don't have much else to hit it, so I'm just going to go ahead and start getting some residual damage on the Latios, which will be nice, because Giga Drain wouldn't be doing that much anyways. It's resisted, and Latios is decently specially defensive. I'm going to go ahead into my Jirachi, which is my specially defensive wall and my best answer to Latios, but he's going to go for another Thunder Wave, paralyze my Jirachi, significantly slow it down, which won't make too big of a difference, ultimately, my slowness. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to set up my Rocks, as I'm going to predict him to switch out into something else. He doesn't want to stay in with his Latios, but I'm going to get Parahax a third time. So we don't get our Rocks up. I don't feel like taking an Earthquake, and I can't risk him going for an Ice-type move and going into my Hydreigon or my Togekiss, so I'm just going to go into my Mega Venusaur. He does reveal that he is Life Orb, and based upon the calcs I did, we know that he is Max Attack Adamant Life Orb. However, what I can do is go for a Giga Drain, do a shit ton of damage, like a lot of damage, and get me back up to the point where I can take another Earthquake. But what actually ends up happening is he gets a crit on his second Earthquake, which will put me in a range so that Ice Shard will kill me. I do outspeed his Mamoswine normally, so that's why he went for Ice Shard instead of Icicle Crash. So Mega Venusaur is going to go down. However, Mamoswine is also going to go down to its own Life Orb. He's going to switch in his Thundurus. I switch in my Jirachi, hoping I can get up Rocks at this point. So, but what I end up doing is I just decided to go for a Play Rough and gauge the damage that it would be doing, get some prior damage off on this Thundurus, because it will help. He's going to go for a knockoff, get rid of my leftovers, which will make a big deal in the long run. But because I don't have an item right now, I can actually take another knockoff. So this time I'm going to try to set up my Rocks, but he ends up critting the knockoff. So Jirachi is going to go down, unfortunately. I do have a plan for this Thundurus, and it involves my Sneasel. This is going out a little earlier than I wanted it to originally, but it will work. So he's going to go for the Prankster T-Wave, and I'm going to use my Lumberry, take care of the Paralysis, and no more issues there, and go for an Icicle Crash and kill off the Thundurus. So down goes Thundurus. It's currently 4-4, and it's tie game. However, I have taken quite a bit of damage with my Sneasel. He's going to go into the Scizor, which hard counterwalls my Sneasel, so I can't stay in at all. I'm going to go ahead and go into my Togekiss, knowing that I can take a Bullet Punch if he decides to go for that. And I can hit him with a Fire Blast, but what he's just going to do is just going to set up an SD, which makes sense, absolutely. And now I can't take a bullet punch, but I can't risk switching out or anything like that. So I'm just going to sack off my Togekiss so I can get a clean switch into my Chandelure. I am Scarfed, so I will outspeed any move that isn't a bullet punch, because it's priority, of course. So he's going to go for a bullet punch. It's going to do quite a bit of damage, but I'm going to be able to live it. And I'm going to go for a Fire Blast, and I unfortunately missed my Fire Blast. So the Scizor's going to live. It's going to kill me off with another bullet punch. So down goes Chandelure. Didn't get to do much this match. I do have one last hope, though, and that is if Hydreigon can take a +2 bullet punch, and I do carry Fire Blast on this set. So out comes the bullet punch. We do live it with 9%. And we're just going to go for a Fire Blast and finally kill off this Mega Scizor. However, we are going to go down to our own Life Orb recovery, or Life Orb recoil, excuse me, not recovery. So it's Sneasel versus Latios, Pangoro, and Meloetta. This is still possible because I have super effective things to hit all of these things. So obviously I have to go out into Sneasel, and he's going to go into his Latios. I'm going to go for the 100% accurate knockoff instead of the Icicle Crash, and that's ultimately my undoing because he has the Colbur Berry. He's able to take the knockoff and kill me off with a Draco Meteor. So we are going to lose this match 3-0 to Resilient. A very good game. We got haxed a little bit, but it's Pokemon. It happens. It's a little bit ironic that I drafted Togekiss and Jirachi, which are known for being haxy mons, and I'm ultimately the one that got haxed this match. It's irony and karma for me, but nonetheless, we are going to take a 3-0 loss right here, but that is not the end of our season. Of course, we still have 11 more weeks to go. Our next match will be next week against the Rocky Mountain Marowaks and their coach Alpha. Another divisional rival. It's going to be a pretty big match. He has a traitorous Mega Lopunny on his team, so hopefully we'll be able to come up with some good stuff for that. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Once again, check out Resilient, my opponent. He's an awesome battler. Definitely go check out the battle from his perspective as well. Also, shameless plug-in, follow the NPL Twitter and the YouTube channel to keep updated with all things NPL. I want to give a quick shout out to Freeze Dry Jazz. On his Twitter and YouTube will be down in the description below. I think he's actually rebranding his channel though, so the new channel will be down in the description below. He is the guy who made our awesome Reno Regis logo, and he also made Resilient's Borussia Darkrai logo as well. I also want to give a huge shout out to the Flying Bird, whose YouTube and Twitter will also be down in the description below. He's the one who made this thumbnail that we saw, you guys saw at the beginning of the video. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. I will see you in our Week 2 prep battle against the Rocky Mountain Marowaks. And I hope you guys did enjoy this battle. Later.